What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Vancouver Canucks, picking up where we left off, just getting into the free agency period. And I believe there's a few rookies or maybe something I could take a look at, but roster players, not so much. I think we're pretty set with our team, even though we lost a couple guys. The growth is going to should take us relatively well into there. So we have a couple roster slots here. 46 out of 50. I'm going to see how much that's in goalies and how much that's in anything else. So only 4 goalies signed. So maybe like 1 or 2 skater prospects, I think, is what we can get, and that's about it. Shoot, someone made a list for me. I'm going to pull that up real quick. That was UBK. Good scouting. Made a nice little list that I could check out for basically all the free agents. Okay. Alright, so I think Funk was one of them. Yeah, that's one of them for sure that you were telling me. Maybe Antonio was. Yeah, I can't remember all of them, but there's a lot of these low top 9s that you were mentioning. Let's see. I'm looking for mainly like the 20-year-olds. But the 21s can be okay, depending on their overall. Depending on their overall, they can be pretty solid here. But I'm not seeing anything too good yet. I think someone mentioned there's a top 6 here with like very high overall, but only 20. Yes, this guy Parse. That's the main one right here. This guy could be pretty damn good. So I think I'm gonna sign him for sure because I can only sign a couple. This guy for sure. I just gotta pick and choose like the main guys to sign here. So that guy definitely. And then maybe like one more. Okay, Machacek was another. He's okay. I think someone was saying that. None of these guys really. Alright. Machacek, 21 at 77, you said. But I didn't see that. Where was he? I don't know. I can't see. Whatever. I can only sign a couple. So let me look back at the forwards real quick. There might have been like one forward to get that would jump out at me. I'm not quite seeing it. Yeah. I don't know. That's close, but I mean, he's already 21. It's like that's his growth for that. I don't know. 20 at 73 is the closest thing, and it's not amazing. But that's really the only thing for the yellows. 20 or 71's okay, but I'd rather have mid 70s. So okay, here we go. McElrath guy. That's okay. That was one. Yeah, the low top 6. Okay, he is a sniper, sure, but yeah, 2 teams interested in him. I think this is maybe someone you mentioned. Yeah, it is. Okay, I see him in there. All right, sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. It's like kind of far away too. All right, so that should be the 2 guys I signed right there. Those look the best. So those will be the 2 guys I signed. No one else. That's pretty much it. We won't really need anyone else, and I'm pretty sure we didn't need any of the main guys from the free agency. I'll double check that again, but I shouldn't have exited. But that's always what I do. I always exit and then think of something else that I need to do. Yeah, it's these guys. No, we're fine. We have all the guys. We have all the young guys coming up. We basically are going to have a youth movement this year or next year. Well, it's going to start this year, but it's going to carry over into next year. So let me advance a couple days here, make sure we get those 2 guys. I just wanted to pick and choose. Since roster spots, we kind of are running out. We got to be very selective in our guys. So we got both of them, 1 defenseman, 1 forward, and I'm perfectly happy with that. And we can sim up to the season right here and see what and basically get the line settled. So see you then. Alright, so here we are. I finally got the lines figured out, and we got a bit of controversies in certain places, but the NHL line's coming through. The youth movement is in full effect, and it's looking good. I can't lie. So here we go. Berchi, Horvat, Varlamov is the first line. He's actually listed to be first line with that filthy shot. I think he'll do great. We'll put him on the right wing side because it's his one-time side. We'll see how he does there. They're all lefties on that line, but we'll have to see how that works out. Second line, it's going to be Letang, Stamkos, and Besser. All right, third line, Meyer, Granlund, Gionta. And then fourth line, Sarenheim, Gagliardi. He came up. He's 21 at 82 now. He can still grow. And he's listed to be fourth line. So I'm thinking he should do pretty well in this role. He's got great defensive stats for it. Plus, maybe get some offense. And I got him on some special teams. So he's on the power play. He's not on the 4-man, but he's on the power play. I got him in some of the extras as well. Like you can see here. Not on this one, but I have him on the 3-on-3. So there he is. Extra attacker. Hold on. We're going to go Stamkos and Horvat, obviously, because there are 2 centers, 2 great players. So we'll do that. All right. Yeah, we'll just put Horvat in the first one, whatever. And then, goalie-wise, Otterise is an 88. Maltby's still hanging in there at the 84. So hopefully, if Otterise, he's got great reflexes category. We're going to see how he could do as a starter. And I'm thinking he should. I'm thinking he should do pretty damn well. That's what it's looking like. He did pretty well when we put him in the playoffs. Not as good as Maltby, but Maltby's capped out. They both have good reflexes category, so they should sim relatively well. And I know Maltby's still listed to be starter, but he's 84. If we could turn this guy into a backup, get him on a contract sort of like this, it's okay contract. We should still be able to use him. Look, that could be our starter and backup. I mean, how filthy would that be? We know Maltby's good in the sim. Why not have a filthy backup? You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. Everything's kind of lining up. Defensively is where it gets tricky. It looks quite a bit different, right? Yes, because Gudbranson is declining. He's at 85 now, but I got him scratched because I want to see if this guy maybe can get better. Look at his stats, man. Like his defensive stats, his offensive stats. He's a pretty damn good player right now. And I should have turned notifications off. But, yeah, he's a good player right now. And he's also, the red potential. 22, listed to be the top 6 guy. So we'll have to check that out. Hold on a sec. I got to turn these off. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so, and another thing is then we're missing out on someone else. We got this Holtby guy here. His stats are kind of spread out for the defense stuff, but his offensive stats are really good. So it's like he might just replace that Stoll guy that we had, who's now, I got him in the AHL here. He might drop a bit, but I mean, his offensive stats are good. His defensive stats were meh. What if this other guy is like tremendously better? Like, what if, I don't know, like Coop might end up being the top 6 guy if he doesn't grow. But that would be just fine because his defense was better and he's still got some offensive stats. Not as good, but it's decent. And then Holtby, this guy will probably get to the top 4 to replace Gudbranson. And he's really good offensively. Not so much defensively, but he's got Ewell Levy to kind of back him up on that. I don't know. We could see where it goes. It could work out. It might not. Gudbranson's hard to replace. He's such a good shutdown guy, but this could be, like I said, this is a youth movement year. We could step back and see what happens. I know Tramkin's listed to be top 4, so hopefully he doesn't lose morale. I don't think he should. I feel like he's been listed as top 4 for a while now. I could be wrong, but he's so good in that friggin' top 6, man. He might be listed as top 4 just because Gudbranson started to decline. That sometimes happens. Players' role will change when other players drop out. So it's going to be tight here, but here's the AHL team. We got Novoseltsov, who we're going to try to grow still. We got the McElrath guy, who we just signed, 77. And, of course, Elvinus. I don't have him on the NHL team because one roster space up there, and he's not super strong defensively to play in a depth role. He's good for helping out guys here in the AHL, so that's why we're still holding on to him. I'm just thinking, oh yeah, we got this Jesus Alsner guy. He's going to play second line for us. He's got that top 6 potential. He's now 77 at age 20. He's getting up there. Bowler Rice, top 9 guy I put in there. Let's see, Pody. No, that's not him. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, those are the main guys. The defense. It's the Parse guy who we just signed jumped up to an 80 again. So we should have some good guys replacing people pretty quickly. We'll have to see how the growth goes, but if Tramkin in a couple years, he gets replaced by one of these guys most likely. That's how it's looking right now. This guy is going to be a good depth guy for us. Look at his defensive stats. They're pretty good. So, I mean, we're pretty set. We're pretty set right now for the youth movement. And very excited about everyone. Almost all my young guys filled a certain role that we needed. Like Varlamov, first line role. We could have had, Stamkos up there that left us without a center. At least Stamkos can kind of play center here. Eli, I know he's listed to be first line, but we also got him on the first line power play, so I'm thinking that should help. But yeah, Letang listed to be second line. It's just everything fell into place. Sarenheimo's sure he's listed to be third line, but he did fine on the fourth line last year. I don't think he lost too much morale. What I might want to do is put him in some kind of special teams, but I don't have him there. He doesn't really work on the special teams, though, so I might have to just kind of have him chill, to be honest, yeah. Hopefully he does all right there. Hopefully he does fine. It's close. He's not the best defensive player, but it's close. So I think we're going to be set here. Hopefully him and Gagliardi work well together. Give him some points. All right, so those are the lines. I'm pretty sure we're all set. I think it's time to start simming. We'll get a bit done in this and then see who's growing or whatever. And I got to remember to turn off settings. I'm hoping Otterize does good as the starter, man. He still can grow even more, too. So he's at 88 already. That's even fine if he decides to stay there. But he might get better. Maltby can be the backup, which is just fine. We already know he's super good in the sim. And he's a reliable person to go to for injury in the playoffs. Or if, our goalie just isn't getting it done in the playoffs. We know what Otterize can do. We know what Maltby can do. And that's win us a goddamn cup. So... yeah, we're all ready to start here. What I will do before we do start is to take a look at the rewards from last year. Because I feel like I haven't done that maybe in the last year or so. But who knows? We're going to take a look at them anyway. Stanley Cup went to us. Presidents went to the Caps. That's fitting. Clarence Campbell, and there you have it. Oh, yeah. Poor guys. Tarasenko, Art Ross, Hart Memorial, Ty Smith. Ty Smith for the Norris, 2 years in a row. Wow, Ty Smith for the Lady Byng. Scuderi for the Calder, okay. Stamkos got the Conn Smythe because he was a beast. Vezina went to Lehner. William and Jennings went to Holtby. Maltby got it the last year, nice. Santini got the Bill Masterton. Frank J. Selke went to McJesus. All right, Ted Lindsay, that guy took home so much hardware. And the Maurice Richard, Tarasenko. So there's all the rewards. And now we are ready to start simming. Let's see how our young guns do. We probably will have a pretty good regular season. It's the playoffs that I will be a little worried about, but we still got Stamkos, we still got Berti, we still got Horvat coming off a fresh cup win, so we'll have to see when we get there. But I'm foreseeing a pretty damn good regular season here. That's my guess, at least. I think we should be doing just fine in the regular season. We'll have to see. And I'm actually hoping the fourth line gets more points than the top line. Okay, so Canada I'll scout last since we're all Bs. Let's go everywhere with A minuses first. 12 guys here, so that's a 1 month job. Yes, sir. Let's start there. Keep going forwards, really, because I think we got enough defenseman prospect at this point. Maybe we could use a couple more, but we could always trade for some if we see some that jump out. But I'm pretty sure we signed... hold on a sec. I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss anything for my prospects. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But I'm just gonna make sure that people I signed are actually playing in the juniors if they need to play there. Like Wild, the big prospect that we signed. I'm gonna check on a couple things there just to make sure. I don't wanna screw anything up now. You know what I mean? I don't want to screw any prospects up. We only got 2 roster slots, but still in the system. Wild 77 and 18. Okay, he's chilling there. Makinen. They're both signed. And I'll check if Makinen is up there. Okay. That's the only one I could really check on. Actually, yeah, if he's finished. Yeah, he is finished, so he should be. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I checked this. Yeah. I had a weird feeling. So Wild, I'm pretty sure is Canadian. No, he's American. Let me check on both of those because I signed them both. Okay, hold on. I didn't see Wild in the AHL screen, so he might have been a juniors player. So there's obviously an easy way to check it, but if he's not in the AHL, it's safe to assume that that's where he is. So I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry about that. But I'm glad I didn't get too far in. I don't want to screw either of these guys up. We're counting on them. They're 2 big players for us. So throw them in probably just for this guy. This guy's not... I mean, Cale Fleury, he's a guy who can help a dude out, I think. And the guy's a lefty anyway. So Makinen, he should be here, right? Yeah, okay. I'm glad I checked. He's finished. Throw him in there. Minor depth defenseman. Nah, you're getting right in on the top 6. So he should grow over the year. 18, we'll throw him in there. Offensive defenseman. Decent enough defensively. Going to play with Cale Fleury. Cale Fleury's got some experience. He'll help him out. All right. Cool. And double check the forward group. just to see if Wild is in here. I'm pretty sure he isn't. He should have been put in there. No, he's definitely not in here. So Wild is in the juniors. Even though he's American, he's in the juniors. All right, so we got Makinen in there. Good. I got to keep an eye on him over the years, so he should grow. And he's going to be hopefully a good top 2 replacement. And that guy who's listed as top 4, but who's already like 82 at age 20, he might actually break out of that role and become a top 2, like sort of like Commodore did. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, but okay, took care of that. Ooh, that was close, man. And you know what? I'm going to check one more thing. I'm sorry. I'm always paranoid. I know he's not up on our NHL team, and so he should just be there. But I'm going to check him in the trade screen anyway, just to make sure he's in the CHL. It'll make my heart at ease if I just see the CHL next to him. Sorry, guys. This is important, though. Yes, okay, CHL right there. So he's fine. He's going to just kill it in the CHL for a while and just absolutely destroy people. Okay, heart at ease. We are ready to continue. Let's get a first couple months done of this season. Ugh, I almost screwed up, guys. Almost left out Makinen. That would have been all bad, but we got him in there, and he's going to have a killer year. Is that the 1.5? Yeah, that should be 1.5 right over here. All right, so here we go. Let's see how the new and improved Vancouver Canucks do. We lost 2 key veterans in our cup win, but we had the young guys training up, watching them, and they should be ready. They won that cup too. Feel like it'll be a good year for rookies. Well, that probably means it's going to be a bad year. So, good thing we got most of our big drafting done last year, huh? So, pretty good preseason here. We're probably going to go like 4-1-1. Yeah. No, 5-0-1. All right. So, very solid preseason. But preseason means nothing. We lose the first game of the season. Come on now. Get back on top of things. And we win the second. Okay. Let's see how this team does. And got to keep a bit of an eye on Utica as well. All right, the scout is done. Keep it up. So we went there. 4 guys here. That's a 2-week job. Pretty easy. There's a few defensemen there, so I can check out. I can actually probably just scout only Europe and check out both forwards and defensemen there. Problem is, you leave out Canada. There can be some good players in there. Of course, you could always blind pick at times. I'm looking at the Europeans more for the later round picks, you know. Sometimes there can be more of the later rounds. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, we got a great start to the season so far, 4-1. If we can keep this up. Wow. Goalie's playing good, too, by the looks of it. Most goals he's allowed in a game is 3. That's fantastic. That is a good sign because we got authorized as a starter, and we need him to be good. All right, so we lose right there, but we get a point. Can we come back with a W here against Dallas? They're not a great team. Let's beat them. All right, done with that scouting. 6 guys here. Another 2-week job. Yeah, I could probably get away with... oops. No, we lost that one. All right. Ooh. Calgary's a good team. We lose to them. 3 games in a row we've lost. All right, bounce back here, Vancouver. Bounce back now. Uh-oh. 4 in a row. We need a win. We need a win here, Vancouver. No streaks, man. No losing streaks. Come on. There you go. Okay, now we need a few in a row. We got to erase that. That was a rough stretch right there. We need a few in a row. There you go. Back on top of things. Get it. Get it, Vancouver. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're winning the close games. We're just winning in general right now. We lost that 4-game losing streak sucked, sure, but look at how we bounced back. We erased it. Just immediately erased it. Okay, yeah, the scout's going to keep popping up because Europe is not so much guys here. Okay, that's a 3-week job. So yeah, I've got the scouting kind of down to where it's like I usually do 1 week per every 3 players that I'm looking at. So like forwards, 3 players. I don't know if that's even correct to do, but I feel like it works with the timing and everything. That's kind of what I've gotten it down to. This is a tremendous winning streak right here. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game winning streak. Then we lost, but come back with a win. No losing streak now. Don't erase what you did. There you go. Big shutout to come back from 15-5-1. Win another one, and we will have a beautiful ratio right here. Beat Dallas. We lost to him last time. You got to beat him this time. There you go. 4-3 victory. 16-5-1. I had a feeling we'd be a great regular season team, and this takes the cake, man. So we almost have a 3-1. Well, we do have a 3-1 loss ratio if you take out the overtime loss. But if we had 2 more wins, we'd have a natural 3-1 win-loss ratio, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, but this is a great start. You can't deny that. It's an amazing start. Chemistry is trending upwards. First in the division by only 3 points, so it's still early, though. It's going to be closer. But I'm liking it. The team seems to be playing just fine together, even with all the new blood in here. So Stamkos leading in points with 20. It looks like some of the scoring spread out. We have played 22 games here. So 20 points for Stamkos, 19 for Horvat, 17 for Berchi, 16 for Letang, Varlamov with 15. I'm okay with that. I remember a lot of people were worried he was going to become a one-dimensional player. He's kind of evened out. 15 points in 22 games. Sure, he's on the first line. Second line power play, though. And he's doing great. Look at the plus-minus. Tremendous plus-minus. That's the first line plus-minus. They're doing just fine together. Besser with 15 points as well. And those are the top lines. All of them are on great pace for point production. Okay, the one thing Gagliardi, oh, beautiful. Look at how he's producing, too. He's producing just beautifully. I was thinking that Letang was going to be the just more of the dominant playmaker, but it looks like Gagliardi is changing into that. Of course, it could all change. I was thinking Gagliardi would be the hybrid, by the way he's kind of built, but he's still growing, man. He's still growing. This guy is like, he just looks great. 11 points already, 22 games played. Keeps on this pace. 40-point season easy. And that's what we'd look for. 35 to 40-point season out of a fourth liner who's getting some power play time, sure, but our second unit's not the best. All right, and everything's clicking right now. What else can you say? Everything's clicking. Uelevi taking over the point totals. He must be getting helped out a bit by Coop here. Uh-oh, Coop dropped back down to 81. That's a bit interesting. Maybe he was like high up there with the morale, but who knows? We're going to see if he can, jump. I don't know, 22, he might not, but he could be a pretty good top 6 guy now, Holtby, Holtby already, dude, that's natural growth. No, wait, was he already, no, I think he was already 83, that's right, yeah, he was already 83, my bad. But I'm going to check progress reports. Trampkin, no points, but a +9, so who cares? Goaltender-wise, this is going to be important. Otterei's getting the shutouts, dude. Yes! 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 Both goalies clicking. Otterei's is a starter. He just needed to watch Maltby, and Maltby just kind of sits back now and enjoys. No, I feel bad for Maltby, but at the same time, man, you can't argue with Otterei's. You just plain old can't argue with the guy. 2 shutouts, too. They should get a pretty good split by the ratio it's looking at. Starting, not listed to be elite yet. Oh my gosh, guys. The youth movement is dumb. Oh man, it's killing it. Killing it right now. Alright, forwards for the HL. Novoseltsev, Elvenis, Cullimore, and there's McElrath. So he's doing alright. Novoseltsev is doing great, and that's good news because, red top 9, 20 years old, 78. Alright, so if he gets a big jump this year, he could break out. And we will perhaps need someone to take over that third line center role. Even if he doesn't break out into the second line, he could take over that third line role relatively easily as Granlund moves out. Or even a fourth liner. How's his defense? If his defense grows evenly, third or fourth line wouldn't be too bad. So, might want to consider maybe putting him on some special teams time to help that out here. I'll probably do that. Alright, Bowler Rice is actually doing decently for where he is. And I think those are the main guys. Alzner's another one, but he's not doing that great, but only 5 points. But he's, oh, whatever. As long as he grows, right? He's a two-way forward. Yeah, he's a two-way forward. As long as he grows. Again, that guy might also be the third or fourth liner. So, again, the new depth players are rising up. Stoll, yeah, he's dominating in points. Doesn't look like he's getting pissed because of the ice time. So, he's probably done growing anyway, around that 82. If he didn't get the jump from last year, he's probably done anyway. If he's not going to decline, hey, money in the bank, basically. A player in the bank that we could throw into that top 6 role. We know we can play there. Makinen, 8 points, 78. He's listed to be minor top 4. I think it's time to move him up. Oh, my God. Wait. Who has more games? They're even, but, hey, this guy's actually not doing bad, so, hey, I don't care. Whoever's getting it done. All right, so it's time to move Makinen up because he's ready, but I'm going to check the progress reports, of course, to see where the growth is coming from. But I'm pretty sure he's ready to move up. My God, this could not have been a better start to the season. This could not have been a better start to the season. Wow. Wow. What else can you say? Just wow. All right, so, yeah, Gagliardi, he's getting a bit of growth. So he's getting a bit. It's not enough to push him up, but I think this guy might be more of the where's the natural growth? Only one in faceoffs. Hey, that's actually what we need out of him. So yeah, I'm hoping the power play time will help him grow, but he might be one of those like off-season grower guys, and he might not grow, which wouldn't be great, to be honest. We kind of need him to grow, but it's not a huge need, but we do kind of need him to grow. We need that center, so I have faith he'll grow. I mean, he grew from last year, not a huge amount, but if he keeps chugging along there, I'll be okay with him becoming like a second-line center, even if he doesn't become a first-liner. Stamkos, that might be decline. Yeah, it's some decline there. Not enough to make him shift overall, but it's a minor decline. Oh yeah, Holtby grew. Okay, yeah, so Holtby's growing. And that's natural growth. A lot of natural growth. Wow, his shot's getting good. His defense getting, come on, man, get the awareness better. That's what I need, the awareness, man. Come on, Holtby. All right, and some skating stuff, no physical. Yeah, hand-eye. Why the hell is your hand-eye getting better? Like, what are you doing? Getting deflections? Get out of here. All right, so that was it. Goalies. Yeah, Otterey's probably an off-season grower, like most goalies seem to be. In this system now, this is going to be important. Alzner hasn't grown. Bolaris has grown a bit. Downey, who's kind of no one, but he's growing, so I don't care. Even if he's somewhere. Leclerc. All right, this guy's growing. I don't know where he is, but he's growing. He looks like, that sounds like Canadian, so he's probably in the juniors. Makinen, oh hell yeah, dude. Makinen growing like crazy. Only 16 games, already grew 11 points. Time to throw him onto that top 4. Keep playing him in his role. He should rise fast. Oh man. Oh man, he's growing. Oh yeah, shoot. I can probably put him, if he's growing, I guess I don't even want to move him. So screw it. Yeah, if he's growing, I don't need to play him. And our goalies are doing pretty well there, so I'll keep oh man. Uh-oh, he's pretty sure this guy's Swedish. Oh well. I like how I've somehow, from the stream, somehow inherited Tugi's superstition. Alright, Sontag grew. Seabrook grew a bit. Oh, it's another friggin' goalie. Jesus. Then Wild. Okay, Wild grew a bit. Not a huge amount, but he's playing in those juniors. He should grow, and he should get a huge jump. Yeah. He's grown passing a bit. The shot a bit. And that was it. Okay. So good on him. And I think that's pretty much it. But Makinen, that's some great growth. That's some great growth out of Makinen. Let's go to the edit lines. Make sure we move him up. Reward him. Reward him for his hard work. Okay, Boumediene. He's 7th D. You're already pretty much where you need to be. So Makinen, get up there. You're going to play with Giftopoulos a bit. That should be a good pairing. And then eventually you might actually take over one of these guys. Parse. He's listed to be depth now, so we might have to call this guy up eventually. We're gonna have to pick and choose some defensemen here in this year, I feel like. Cause yeah. The thing about Parse, man, it's like I almost don't want to call him up. He might just have to be depth, like him and Stoll, like, cause Tramp. The thing about that is like then you're kind of maybe hurting the future if you don't kind of phase out Trampkin eventually, you know? Because Trampkin is 31. Hutton's 32, Hamilton's 32. Ulevi's still young enough. We got the new generation starting to rise up. But yeah, in a couple years, ice time. Okay. Well, that might happen for Granlund. He might start dropping. Or sorry, Trampkin. He might start dropping off. So we'll have to see. Oh yeah, and I should trade. Shit, I should have done that before I did anything else. Gudbranson, because yeah, I already started to decline a bit. All right, let me. Well, I can get your guys' feedback on what I can get for him. Maybe some picks or something, or because we don't really need prospects, that's for sure. Maybe just get some picks for the guy. I mean, we don't need anything else. Basically, at this point, we gotta make sure we are gonna be a self-sustaining self-sustaining franchise, I guess I'll say. So he might have dropped. Yeah, he kind of dropped a bit. I should have maybe traded him at the beginning. Maybe his. Okay, a couple teams will want him though. Maple Leafs want him. I could give him to the Maple Leafs. You know, that's the other side of the league. And I'll retain salary on him because we might actually. Yeah, they need him. They probably need us to retain. It's only one more year. I could actually trade him right now because I know what I want to get for him. Picks is all we need. So I'm gonna retain that salary just to help us, you know, keep above the whatchamacallit. That might still put us kind of close to it. Like the salary floor is what I'm looking at. But I don't just want to hold on to him because of that, you know? So we can give him to Toronto here. They want him. How's their defensive core looking? You need a veteran like this? Yeah, you guys need a veteran like this. Your defensive core is looking a bit weak. And you know what we need some of these picks off of you guys. I want at least a second. I can probably get 2 seconds, to be honest. Maybe even a first. Probably not a first. It's close. It's close. I might be able to get a first. No. They'd have too many players. I'd have to take a player back anyway. Unless I could pick farm for this, which I would not be opposed to. Let's throw in the third, since they want the third. That probably won't work. Unless I could take back someone that they want to give up. And then, that would definitely work. Come on. Any low players you want to give up? Who the hell is this guy? Another Wismuller. But he's not going to... no years left either, damn. Okay, Pratt could be some decent depth. Yeah, 1 year left at this. We can just hold on to him, have him scratched. It'll help us with the salary, too. Oh, he's not even that good at depth. But, how much do we need depth? Kind of do, actually. He's okay enough? No, not even really okay enough. But that's, again, there's no one else really here to take back with 1 year left. I could check some other teams to try to pick up a depth guy. I could. So, yeah, I'll remember Toronto real quick. But I'll check out some other teams. Philly. Yeah, I could do Philly. Let's see. Do they have anyone in the depth category that I could use here? Sompy. Yeah, they got this. Oh, he's a playmaker. You know what? I could always sign depth, man. What am I? Yeah, I can always sign depth or trade for depth later. You know, let's go Toronto because their record's not the greatest. This might not even help them become a great team. It could, of course. But yeah, let's just throw in. I'll just take this guy back because he got salary. We might need the salary. So we'll do that. Try to get that first. We'll try to get that first. Yeah, I can always sign depth or something like that if I really need. We're out of roster slots, obviously. But yeah, trading or signing for depth. Let's try to get that first. Although it might not be a good draft this year. There could be like 1 or 2 guys. You know, we could always move up if we want to. I'm almost thinking I should go for the next year draft pick. But again, we don't need to spread ourselves out that much. So, that definitely is not going to work, I don't think. Even with the retained salary. It's already maxed. Yeah, it's maxed, but we'll try it. Not sufficient at all. Yeah, I figured. Well, I want a first, I think. So, again, if it's not going to be a strong draft, probably the later rounds ain't going to be too much. So, let's try the 5, 6, and 7 to try to move up. Again, we don't need these later picks because of, you know, I can try to hold on to as much as possible. Too far off. They can live with what we're sending them. Let's try the 5th in there. It might have to be a 4 and stuff and other stuff, but we'll try as much as we can. Value's not sufficient. Okay, let's try the 4, the 5, and 6 here. Or I'll try the 4, the 6, and this. Alright, I just tried that, didn't I? I don't even know. I forgot what I did. Let's try this. Well, I'll keep working her up to it. I just don't want to sweeten the value just a touch. Okay. So I could go with the, probably instead of the 6, the 5. I can keep the 7 in there, just go with the 5. The 4, the 5, and the 7. That should do it. And that should get us this. We can get there first. I know we're getting up a third, but we're pretty much yeah. Gudbranson is going to be retiring soon. He's already declining. This is a huge deal. That's the celebration right there. The sneeze is the celebration. Why would I have to call it McElrath? Oh, because of freaking salary. So, that's not going to be enough. Unless this guy jumps onto the NHL team, then I could call him up. Okay, well, I could call someone up. Yeah, we're kind of putting ourselves in a weird spot. Do they have anyone else with salary besides this guy? Hold on. I'm just going to look for salary to see if I can pick up anyone else besides that guy. Just because it's the salary issue that I'm worried about. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but yeah. So we know it's going to work if I wanted to pick up that one guy. But there's anyone here with salary I could get. Not really. That's the most. I could go. No, Zaitsev won't work. I don't need defenseman anyway. This is the most I can do. He might get sent down to the HL, so if I call him up, that should be alright. Let's make this go through. It's saying we'll have to call someone up, but I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah, we'll try it. Okay, so that's pretty damn big trade. We get a first for pretty much a bunch of later picks and a guy who's going to retire who we're not using. So, yeah. it sucks to trade away a lifelong Canuck, you know, but we're having a youth movement here, and he's still going to have a decent chance to win over there in Toronto. And what a place to finish your career, man, Toronto. That's a great place. He's always going to be a Canuck, though, at the end of the day. But, you know, he was being phased out. He wanted to play. That's a place he could play. So, there you go, Gudbranson. Let me see if I need to call up that someone, or if he got placed here automatically. But it's not saying our rosters are invalid or anything like that. Yeah, he did get put up here, so that should be all right. He'll just sit scratched, and that should be good for the salary. We shouldn't need much more of the salary. Oh, crap. Oh, he's already being paid, though. Varlamov, yeah. Varlamov's going to need a big contract next year. Gagliardi got 2 more years left, so we should be all right. We're going to actually have to be sort of careful with our salary coming up soon, but, yeah. So, I want Coop to jump, man. Not looking like he is, though. Anyway, so that will be it. I wanted to get rid of that while he still had some value, and I was pretty adamant on what I want, so I hope you guys will forgive me for not consulting you about what I could get for him, but hey, we just got a first for fucking Gudbranson and a few later picks, so yeah. We have 2 firsts now. We can always move up for more top guys. I mean, we are pretty much stacked, so all right, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.